Hello, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Or, as Atomic 1107 says, hello, fellow coders. Hello to you. Ooh, a polar bear. Interesting. Yes, or as I said earlier, Leanne from the past. Hello, party people. Thank you all for popping on by. We have John. Hello, John. Good to see you back. Elias, Riley Ruby the polar bear, Oscar, Keith, Jennifer, Toot Toot, or Toot Toot, Drac. Will this be available as a vid later? Yes, they all are, actually. You can find them on our channel. You can go right back to, I don't know, maybe 2 years now. A long time, anyway.
2 years?
Maybe one, definitely 1 year. Carhan and Josh. Hello to you. Now, today, we're going to be building a Tic Tac Toe game. Or, if you're a Brit like me, you may know it as noughts and crosses. They are the same, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Hope so. No, they are. Anyway.
Well,
so we're clear.
We'll try to build as much as possible, I suppose.
This thingy.
Yeah, for a game that is super easy to play on piece of paper, it might be surprisingly time intensive to actually write. Well, in terms of an hour. I mean, if you have like an evening with a couple of hours, I suppose you can do it.
Probably.
Yeah, but in an hour?
Woo, look at you all tuning on in. Brilliant. Thank you all for joining. Now, Dave has left an elephant in the chat, which has reminded me about our weekly poll, which actually doesn't involve elephants, so I'll remove this because it might get confusing. The poll is, if you are new here, please put a bunny rabbit into the chat. And if you've been before, hit me with that tiger. As you can see, we've done with our names right here.
Yes.
We don't use this information. It's just for fun. Hooray. Woo. You're learning a lot.
Yeah, great. That's good.
Totally. Woo, first time. Yes.
Yeah, elephant is for people who live in Colchester. So if you're tuning in from Colchester, you use an elephant.
I'm sure there are many of you.
Yeah.
RTX sucks. Hey, do you reply back to the scholarship? Or do you not reply if it gets rejected? We do.
Scholarship?
Yes, there is a Scrimba scholarship program which you can apply for. You might get Scrimba Pro for free. Here it is. Yes, we do reply. They get looked at roughly once a month. If you haven't heard anything after that time, email help@scrimba.com to chase it up.
Oh, wow, look at that. Many bunny rabbits.
Oh, that's nice. Great to see you all here. So anyway, oops, no, need that. I think we should start.
Okay.
Let us know in the chat if you are familiar with the website Scrimba.com.
Yeah.
Here it is. If not, this is Scrimba.com. We have various courses, including...
Yeah, considering how many bunny rabbits are in the chat today, that's quite a lot.
Yeah. Including the Front-End Developer Career Path, which aims to teach you everything you need to know to get hired as you've guessed it, front-end developer. And what's cool about it is you can make code and interact with it directly in the browser, which is what we will do right now.
Yes.
So,
oh, look, there was a question there.
Ooh, hello from Norway.
Is this a code along? There was a question somewhere. Is this a code along? It could be if you want.
It could be, but it might not go that well. Our aim is to try to build something in an hour.
Yeah, basically.
With your help.
Leanne comes up with a theme, and then we try to code it with as little prep as possible in advance to just see how much realistically you can do in an hour from scratch.
Yeah. Let's go with that, not over-promising. Ooh, everyone's from Montreal today, or Norway. Scrimba's from Norway. Very familiar. Also, lots of pro members and people who have joined the Scrimba Bootcamp recently. Not hot. Scrimba Bootcamp. This is your chance to learn with Gil Hernandez. Yes, you will build your network with study groups, get exclusive projects, and get your projects reviewed and have weekly sessions to stay on track. That's the bootcamp. And I believe, yep, there's still time to sign up. So give it a go. Anyway, back to this. I will start. This is what I have in mind for the HTML.
There's a keyboard here.
There is a keyboard there. Thank you.
Yeah, so usually we pair on these.
Well, really, you do most of it.
Leanne writes HTML and CSS, and we can't write JS together, I suppose.
That's generous of you, Michael. Live with a class of grid, into which I'm going to put...
So I'm sure everyone knows what Tic Tac Toe looks like.
It's a grid, yes.
Yeah, it's a grid.
With 9 squares. 3 by 3 is what we're looking for. In that, I'll do it all in the HTML for now, and then maybe we'll refactor later. Oh, look, my most used emojis.
Presents.
Let's have this guy, the parrot. Now, put in 9 of these, duplicating. People always ask how. It's Option and what's that? Is that Shift? Yeah. Yeah. On a Mac. Windows.
Alt Shift.
I guess so. How many is that? 2, 4, 6. No, I think that's 9.
Okay.
9 parrots. They won't be related to our game. This is just so they're something in there, basically. In the CSS. Oh, no. Okay, no, I shouldn't have done that because what we need here is class of square.
Okay. 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There is a better way of doing that programmatically. We may come to that later.
Yeah, if you have Emmet in VS Code, you can do it quicker.
Oh, I meant populating it in the JS.
Oh, yeah, you can have multiline select.
Yeah, but you can just tell it that you want to load 9 of these onto the DOM.
Right, I see. Yeah, well, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Let's not worry about that. And then we have grid. I am going to arrange these in a 3 by 3 grid, but I have some kind of mental block, I suppose, with grid. I find it quite difficult to understand, but luckily you can use something like this.
Oh.
I know, it's nice. So you tell it what kind of grid you want. Actually, highlighting that didn't change that. So I need to do that. Please, may I have some code? Very polite button. Yes. And then it gives me this. I actually only really need these, I think. Yes. Woo. Parrots in a square. And then where I reckon we want border, just to show the outside of it. Solid. It is black by default. And then I want the parrots, which we're going to replace with noughts and crosses. Or maybe bunnies and tigers. But anyway, we're going to replace them with something.
Yeah.
So we want these, well, firstly bigger, I guess, font size.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do.
You want it centered, probably.
They actually are vertically centered.
Well, let's just pad them up a bit.
Yeah, but then I think we can use flex.
Oh.
I'm sure we can use flex. Display, flex. I never know which one it is, so I just do this. Oh, yay! So now we have centralized parrots, but the grid is growing probably more than we want. So I think max width. Maybe just width. No, I think we will have max width because then if we make it small, it will still fit.
Yeah.
Of, I don't know, 150? That might be too big. Now they're separated. That's because we
Justify
don't have
content or something?
No, we haven't got a max width on the grid. So maybe that we should only have a max width on the grid. Let's do 400. And then get rid of this. So now that's not shrinking, that's not growing. And we can centralize this, I reckon, with margin, holding.
Fair enough. Yeah, looks all right.
Yes.
But I think you also need to create the border around and make it white.
Around
the whole square, the whole main square.
What for?
Well, like Tic Tac Toe layout, right? So like this border all the way around needs to disappear.
Ah.
So I think
I'm not sure that's crucial to the game. We'll
but I think if you
that.
select class grid and create the border white for it, right? Wouldn't that?
I think what actually we can do is border color transparent. But then, that's going to be overtaken by that. So this is much more complicated than you realize.
Yeah, but if you write another grid selector, wouldn't that apply?
No, the reason it's not working is because I think, it's being, I'm pretty sure, overridden by this. Oh, hang on, no, border 2 pixels. Right, so that's that. I think it's because I only had transparent. I only had the border color set on the grid.
Yeah.
And hadn't actually set any border on it, so it was putting color transparent onto nothing, essentially. So let's see what happens now. Ooh, I think this actually might work.
So transparent won't, but if you set it
white.
Yeah. And maybe more than 2 pixels.
No, because that's.
Oh, it's like padding it out and stuff.
Yeah, this border.
So if you make it red so we can see.
The black border is on the squares which are inside the grid, so it's going to be quite difficult.
Oh,
Michael, let's.
No, I know. Let me
can
just
we please write some JS for the game and not faff around?
No,
with
it's okay.
CSS
Let me just try something for a second.
Look at the chat.
Yeah.
If you're doing it on paper with a pencil, then you won't have those outside lines, but it doesn't matter really. I completely agree. You could use outline and outline offset, possibly. Oh, something with border collapse. There probably is a way to do it. If I upgrade from the Pro plan, do I get a discount or retrospective price? Upgrade to the Bootcamp, you mean? Yeah, you would. The Bootcamp if you're a Pro member and you want to join the bootcamp, then your Pro subscription cost is automatically taken off at the till.
Maybe I guess I don't know CSS. We have clarified that. I thought if I add this later on, then somehow that works.
Michael, wait. Let's continue.
Yeah, I will.
I'm sure lovely people at home will sort it out.
Yeah, I suppose you can just Google it. But
now, somebody mentioned that they would like the link. I don't know if this is what they meant, but here's the link to
the actual
project.
Yeah.
Should you wish to get involved. So we have these squares.
Yes. Oh.
I want to add an event listener to all of these, and we can do that with a for loop. And to do that, I'm going to do document dot query selector.
All.
No.
No?
I mean, you could do that, but what I had in mind was this. I think this is going to work. We go. Oh, no, we do need all. Query selector all. And then we go into the grid and get all the divs. Const squares equals that, hopefully. Let's have a look. Console log squares. Node list.
Yes.
Cool. Dot length 9. And then I think we can use a for loop. JS for loop.
Yes.
To add the event listeners. And then we'll use squares.length. Yeah. So what that's doing. Squares. Squares is not defined.
Spelling squares.
Ah.
Yeah.
Looking good. So we have 9 of these. Now I want to add squares I dot add event listener. Click. Take turn, I guess. Take turn is not defined. That's fine. We'll do that now. Function take turn.
Yeah.
Console.log beep. Beeping. All are beeping. Okay, so now what we need to do is, I think, determine index of square. So which one is being clicked, basically.
Yeah.
So these squares, going back to the HTML, they've got paragraphs in them, currently containing parrots. We want to change paragraph text content to this, or...
Well, why not make it Bunnies and Tigers?
Okay. Yeah. So it's no longer noughts and crosses. It's
Bunnies and Tigers. Bunnies go first.
Okay.
They have
Why not?
They have a mover's advantage.
That's basically it, really. Well, then we also need to Check for a winner.
Yeah, let's worry about the Bunnies and Tigers rules later. Yeah.
All right. So that's the plan. I will take a look at the chat.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, you don't really need to know what index of the square is, right? Because when you call this function, so if I, for example,
two things going back to our CSS issue where we wanted to get rid of the outside border. Camille has an idea from ChatGPT. Use grid area property to set the grid's rows and columns to span the entire width and height of the grid container. Yeah, worth a try. Then you can set the grid container's border property. All right, to none to remove the border. Sounds good. Also an idea from the OneNote song. Would making an ID work since it had more points in CSS and can take priority? Currently, I don't think it would because the black border is inside the outer grid border. So you're still going to see both of them, if that makes sense. But interesting point. Thank you for writing in. Oh.
I don't think you need an index of the square. Because when you have an event listener, it gets attached to the DOM element. So on the take turn, you can just call it on this.
Mm-hmm.
So this would have the text content on it.
Did you just do that? Is that where that bunny and tiger are there?
Yeah. I just went to HTML to show that if you just add the element to it, like this, then when you call text content and you click on it, it will grab the bunny or tiger from it.
Press the wrong button. It was meant to be the one that goes, damn.
Right.
No. Yes, very good. Well, that makes life easier then, doesn't it?
Well, kind of yes and kind of no, because you need to know when it's the row, right? Or the thing. But anyway.
All right. So we might need it for the winner logic.
Yeah, we might need it for the winner logic, but right now we don't need it. So basically what we want is to say change paragraph text content to bunny, or so I would say, let me just
one thing on this. MBW says maybe send it from the for loop, which I think means maybe we could set an ID inside the for loop.
What you can do is instead instead of
easier.
Yeah, you can pass the I to take turn, or you can just use it for each, and the for each has iterable and an index as is.
I've never successfully used for each, but if you think it would be better.
Anyway, let's see if we actually need it or not.
Assad is back. Been so long it feels nostalgic to see you both.
Oh wow.
Great to have you back.
Well, we're already like nostalgic level.
Gina's back as well. Our code reviewer at Scrimba. Hello to you.
So change paragraph text content to banner event. So anyway, so that would be this dot text content equals
funny.
Yeah, why not? Let's just go for that. So for some reason it squares it up.
Huh. Get the old DevTools out. See how they compare.
Yeah, why does that happen?
You need this, no? Well, and you need to go to this thing.
Yeah. Square. Oh, is that because square is... Oh. Why is it not?
Hold on. It's adding it to the div and not the paragraph inside the div.
Right. Oops.
So maybe we don't actually need that paragraph.
Yeah, we probably don't.
Adios, parrots. See you again.
How do you... I know that with a wheel, you just stretch the wheel on the mouse, but your mouse doesn't have a wheel. How do you multiline select?
I don't remember offhand. I always have to Google these shortcuts, and then it's like longer than if I just individually clicked. But I feel smart, and that's what matters. Michael, why don't you just delete them all and fix one of them, and then... Multiline select, Mac, VS Code. Control.
Option, Command, up arrow. Command. I see, okay.
It's the first one.
It's the first one. Thank you.
Mm.
There you go. Whoops.
I knew someone who inherited a parrot. Can you imagine?
But now...
Yeah, we just need to move the styling, I think.
Where? That doesn't exist anymore.
Being very careful with my tea. So now we don't need these. We'll put in, I guess, 100 pixels. That's a bit too much. And then I think, I don't know.
And then?
Oh. There is probably a better way of doing this, but let's... Oops.
Fair enough.
Will do. Ship it.
Fixed until
You can
until
use
next time.
padding. No margin anymore. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Align items center.
Okay, so, yes, we can replace the item with a bunny rabbit.
We can get rid of paragraphs.
So in that case, if it's...
Why are the parrots still there?
Because, well, you refresh the page.
Yeah, but where are they coming from? Because are they still in the HTML?
Yes, I was thinking about using parrots as an empty field. So it's like
placeholder.
It's a parrot until it's somebody else.
Sounds good.
It's it's my game. I can do whatever I want.
Stick it to the man, Michael.
Yeah. So text content. Basically, what is it? I can basically say, I would say, so const bunnies.
Capitals bunnies? Does that mean something, or it's just?
Yeah, it's like plays, right?
Yeah, but normally when stuff is in capitals, it means something, but I can't remember what.
Yeah, it's a global variable.
Oh, okay. Well, then the squares one should be as well.
Yeah, but this is like a constant.
Yeah? Okay,
like
let's not get tied up in
our... is in like a configuration thing.
Usual naming arguments.
Yeah, so, and then, how would I do that? So basically, if it's tiger's turn, then it's a tiger, and if it's a bunny's turn, then it's like let turn equals, so we start with bunnies. So if turn how would you say that? So if there is like turn,
in the guidelines for JS, Const names are supposed to be in uppercase, are they? Crikey. You learn something new every day.
Turn equals bunnies.
Tahir suggests you can make bunnies and tigers as a boolean, and whenever one of them is clicked, they should toggle each other true. Yeah.
Something like that?
Interesting.
Yeah? There we are. So, wait a minute. Will that work? Oh, no, yeah. Would. Should be like that, right? It's a condition. So, turn. Okay. That's a bunny. That's a bunny. And that's a bunny. Okay, good. So now, in that case, I need to write turn equals.
I'll ask Michael to clarify this conditional in a minute. Look at that, 70 people watching. Hello, all 70 of you.
I feel like this is probably not the clearest of the options.
Where you're tuning in from.
Okay, so that's a
Tannery's never.
Tiger,
Whoa, it's
bunny,
working.
Tiger, bunny, tiger, bunny, tiger, bunny. Way. Okay, cool.
Can you clarify this?
Right, so I think
take turn function.
Yeah, I think it's probably best to rewrite that. But the way ternaries work is basically you give a condition that you can put between braces.
Does it have to be? I don't think it does.
No, it doesn't have to be because it can be a boolean. So basically, this thing needs to be a boolean, and then you say if the boolean is true and if the boolean is false.
Yep.
So I have assigned that the first turn will always be by bunnies on page load.
Bunnies for the win.
And then basically, if the turn is bunnies, then you update the square with a bunny. Otherwise, you update it with a tiger. And then I flip it. So basically, I say now the turn becomes, if it was bunny's turn, then now it will be tigers. But if it was tiger's turn, now it's bunnies. But I think like that is not the clearest of the things. So it's probably, even though this looks neat, I think it's probably better to just say if turn equals bunnies, that just reads a little bit easier. If then this dot text content equals bunnies, else.
The capitals are making me laugh. If turn equals bunnies, this dot text content equals bunnies.
Then you do it with tigers, and then you basically say turn equals tigers, and here turn equals bunnies. Right.
I always find if statements much more readable. Personally.
So if you say if turn equals bunnies, you update the bunny, switch the turn.
All right, let's give it another go. Check it's still working. Should be. Yes.
Boom, 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 boom.
Look at him go.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I think that's a little bit easier. If you want, you can probably write like a little function that switches them up to be a little bit even more readable. But I think that's good enough.
I think that's pretty clear.
Anyway, so change paragraph text content from bunny to rabbit. We've done that. So I think what we've basically done is introduced a couple of variables and we basically switch based on that. And I think I can probably turn that off. That console log.
Some ideas going back to the
boom, boom, boom. Yes.
Parrot not being centralized. Place item center, maybe. Align content center.
Yeah.
I actually think that might work.
Fair enough.
Let's give it a go. So what did I end up doing? This.
There's a keyboard.
That's all right. Okay, fine.
We should just like connect our own keyboards.
We should. So I have display flex. Oops. Move. Why is this not? Okay. What was it again? Align content center. Oh, that's because I commented out the wrong one. Not that one. The place items center. I think this might be a new one, a new property. So let's see what it does.
Whoa.
Actually works.
It actually works.
Thank you for that.
What does it? Why does it underline it? What does it say on there?
In Scrimba, if you use the properties which were new in the last update of CSS, it gives green squiggly lines and says it doesn't recognize them, but clearly it does because, oops, wrong one, because it's working. So
wow.
I mean, to put it another way, it's to demonstrate which version or properties are the newest in Scrimba. Yes, not in Scrimba, in CSS. Anyway, thank you.
Yeah.
For the idea. I don't get why you use this in the function I'm learning. Sorry.
That's all right.
Don't be sorry. I don't really understand it either. Maybe Michael can shed some light.
So
where is it?
This is usually this is usually a pain to kind of explain properly. But if okay, so if we just look at the thing and we'll look at the DOM. So basically what we do, so I think it's easier just to look at this for loop. So when we're looping, we say squares, add an event listener, and then we're saying add an event listener and run this function. So on every square, we add a function. When you actually execute this function, every function has a context. So it's called like the place where it gets executed. So what it has access to. And this is basically describing the context where the function runs. So if you console log, the easiest one is console log this to then just very quickly see. But I think if you go to console, so it will output the div over here to basically say that this event listener is attached, well, this particular function is attached to the div. Well, in Scrimba you can see it here, but in the actual DevTools you will see the whole div, not just the first part of it.
Oh yeah. I never noticed that.
Yeah, and then other parts, basically, if I scroll through, so it's either, this particular element, or if you, for example, attach an event listener to the grid class, to the grid div, this would refer to the whole div. And if you attach function to this element, it will refer to that, and so on. So it's like the further deeper, or for example, if you attach it to the body, it will be run on the body. So it's all about where you attach that function and the context that the function has access to. So it basically has access from an element you attach it to down below. So it goes all the way down the DOM tree. Does that mean? No?
Probably to the people watching it does. It's a little bit beyond me.
Effectively, think about it like this. When you attach a function to an element, then function will have access to the element itself.
And everything inside it.
Yeah, and the element itself will be called by the global variable this.
There we go.
Well, not global variable, but the function variable this. So it's like whatever you've attached the function to, if you want to access it, you can use this.
Good stuff.
Makes sense?
Dave Collison has solved the outline issue.
Okay.
On the grid class, add outline 2 pixels solid white. Okay.
Where's that? On the grid class.
Yeah, so
okay.
there. Outline
2 pixel
solid white.
Solid white.
And outline offset, outline hyphen offset, minus 2 pixels. Ah, right.
Wow. Ooh. Actually, yeah, wow. There's this little, like a little line, but what if you
make that 3, maybe? Yeah.
actually 3? No,
Oh, okay then.
actually, I don't understand.
I think we need to put it to 1, maybe.
Grid. What? I don't understand.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to see where it's actually.
Press that computed thing.
All right. Padding, border, margin. No.
It doesn't actually show the outline, so that didn't help. But anyway, it's better than it was, and that's the main thing.
Grid. Styles. Yes, it's like you apply, but for some reason on the sides it doesn't apply perfectly for some reason. But it looks close enough. But is it maybe just our screens where it has this like little white grayish line on both sides?
Yeah, it's just a mark on the screen. It works really. Yes. I did.
I mean, fair enough. We're getting closer. We're getting closer there.
Not this one. This I did.
But it's actually 1 pixel works as well. If I make it 3 pixels. Ah. So I think if I do it like that, 3 pixels and minus 2 pixels, I think that will do it. Okay, I think we've achieved it.
CSS outline offset. W3 schools.
All right.
Outline offset property adds space between the outline and the edge or border of an element.
Space between the element and its outline is transparent. Oh, I'm not entirely sure I understand what that means, but
it helps. Anyway, idea from MBW. I think you may change the name of turn to is Bunny's turn and make it store true or false instead.
I guess it's Bunny's turn, and then make it. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
I think that would work.
Yeah, fair enough.
Gaming info. The Tannery Operator was clean. Why would you change that?
I mean, there is like. It's like there is a joke where it goes like, oh no, my code looks like it's from beginner JavaScript book, and then when you get a little bit more experience, you say, like, oh wow, like I know all of these things, and I want other people to know I know all of these things. And when you become a little bit more experienced, you go, oh no, all my code looks like beginner JavaScript book. There is, I don't know, like I feel it's a little bit easier to understand your own code, because when you come back 6 months later and you read this stuff, then you go, what does this ternary mean again? And then you scroll through stuff, so you just, it maybe looks dirtier, but it's way easier to read it. And, like as Leanne said, ternaries are super tricky to quickly read up and understand where they're actually supposed to mean. So yeah, I think it all depends. It all depends on your style. But if you, for example, name it as a function or something, it's just like a shortcut for that ternary, and then you don't have to actually look into it. Yeah, maybe it makes sense. Anyway.
Flexempt. Maybe we can just use this dot text content equals turn. Ooh.
Ooh, that's actually. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Wow.
The suspense is getting me.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. This text content equals turn. Yes, that's pretty good. And then we can just remove that. Basically, this will just switch the turn.
Will it?
Oh yeah, that's effectively all it does.
All right then. Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Well done.
Cheetah Warrior, please explain your logic of turn. Did you include Bunnies and Tigers already in the HTML?
No, I just included it here.
Mm-hmm.
It's up in there, and then the turn becomes bunnies because I just think bunnies should go first. That's it. Cool. Okay, so in that case, basically, what is it? You need to, well, check for.
Hello, Mika, code reviewer at Scrimba. Join Scrimba if you want code reviews.
Check for draw. Check for winner. Check for draw. And if it's not, if there is no winner or a draw, then the game just continues, right?
Which brings us on to Ayush's point. I think we have to get the index also to figure out who the winner is, or if there is a winner, basically. To make the winning logic.
Yeah, so that's kind of the thing. So how do you actually know when somebody has won? Right, so you put a bunny here, and then somebody puts like a tiger, and I'll put another bunny, put a tiger, put another bunny, so that's when the bunnies win. So how do you know there is a row?
I have seen people give the each square an index, and then they have an array of winning index patterns. So like this one would be 1, 4, and 7 inside an array.
Oh, I see.
And
so
then that's like is winner. You go.
So you say like ID, for example.
Yeah.
You give them IDs, and then you just check on the things. Yeah, I could.
Can you?
What's up?
Thank you. So we look at.
But yeah, I'll probably
researching.
Yeah. Anyway, let's. Yeah.
No.
You have another laptop.
Yeah, but I don't have my links on it. Here, simple Tic Tac Toe, JavaScript.
Ah, but I don't want to see. I don't. No,
oh, right.
that's cheating.
Okay.
But
So how would you tackle this?
I mean, your idea sounds good.
It does, but I have no idea how to implement it.
Is it like that?
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Right. So. Oh, okay. But it's probably best to start with 0.
Let's make
one,
the winning logic now.
2,
yes.
3, 4. So yeah, I start with 0 because I'll explain in a bit why. 6, 8. Okay. And then basically what you can do is to say const winning combs. Because I'm too lazy.
Winning combs? I don't know about this name, Michael.
Wins.
Okay.
I'll do.
Yeah.
Wins.
Short and sweet.
So wins would be right. So you would have like 0, 1, 2. So that would be row here. 0, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. Right. So that's the row. The next row. And then 6, 7, 8. So that's another row.
And then we need.
So basically, the wins could be, there are only 8 wins because you have 1 row, 2 row, 3 row.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So that's 6. And then you have 2 across. So that's 8.
But then what if they click them in the other order? Well, that doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter because you basically when you click, you can take the ID added to an array of items that I've already clicked, sorted. That's it.
Ah, all right then.
Um,
So then it's going to be 0, 3, 6. It's
not-
actually these if you read down the columns.
Oh yeah, clever biscuit. Yes. 1,
You heard it here first, people.
4, 7.
Is that actually right? I think it is.
Yeah. 1, 2, 5, 8.
And
Because
then
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
look,
2, 5, 8.
yeah, we can.
And then the cross would be
These.
1, 0,
Yeah,
4,
it
8.
is. Very nice.
It would be 0, 4, 8. 0, 4, 8 and
yes.
2, 4, 6.
H the Monday Grey. In Create Tic Tac Toe with React. That's a course on Scrimba. They create an array with winning combinations. Yep. Good stuff.
2, 4, 6. So in that case, on the turn, so if turn is bunnies, I suppose you can just say like let bunnies x at tiger x, and in that case you just say bunnies picks. Oops. So they should probably be an empty array.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to have tigers? Because otherwise it's a bit inconsistent.
Yep.
Might cause bugs.
Yeah. So bunnies picks
Plus equal. No, push. Dot push.
Yeah, push.
This? I just put this in and I hope it works. I don't think it would work. This.id, maybe.
Well, that's
Yeah,
another thing.
I actually think that might work.
Console log. This.id. Well, I guess we can do that. 0.
I think it's gonna work. Yes.
3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I'm console logging only for bunnies. That's why it doesn't work for tigers. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we can do that outside of the if statement, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
So console log. So 0, 3, 6. Okay, cool.
Hang on, I need to
What?
carry on.
Whoa. So in that case, if it's bunnies, then bunnies picks push this.id.
Yeah.
I'll just quickly console log just to make sure. Is ID a number or ID an integer? Because there are integers here, but they're inside of strings in here.
I think it's gonna be a string. So we'll have to pass in that bad boy.
So I will just go console log bunnies picks. Actually, also
Pass it.
tigers picks.
All right.
And basically I will add the same tigers picks, push this ID. Okay. Okay, so they do get added as strings.
Yeah.
So you do want.
Looks good to me. Yeah. It's not adding the first ones.
That's because we console log
Okay.
in the opposite direction. I think we should do it. We should do the console log in the end.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. So
It's still got an empty one, look.
yeah, but that's tigers. The first one is the bunnies, the
so
second one is the tigers.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and then so basically the bunny is the 0. Oh, but then you can click it again. Anyway, so
let's not worry about that.
Let's imagine this bug does not exist. So yeah, you will have to.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Actually,
you can make yourself lose. No.
You will need to somehow disable the thing from being clicked again.
Like, you can just turn off the event listener, I think. event. Remove
Yes.
event listener or something. I actually think that would work. JS. Remove event listener. Remove event listener is a thing, people.
Yeah.
Never used it until now, but here we are. How do they have an ID if you didn't explicitly set it in the HTML? We did, actually.
Yeah,
set it in
we
the
did.
HTML.
Yeah.
Not at the beginning, a bit later on.
Yeah, a bit later on, we have set it. So in that case, is it document element by ID, this dot ID dot remove event listener.
I'm not sure you need document.getElement by ID, do you?
Yeah, but I need to get just this square, right?
Can't you just do it inside the if statement?
Yeah, but I don't really care whose pick that was. I'm just going to disable it.
Yeah, but if you just did it in there, you could do this dot remove event listener, I think.
How does remove event listener work? What is event target? Oh, I see. Mouse down.
Yeah, see element.remove event listener.
Now consider each of these.
You can just do this.
Oh, interesting. So you're saying that I can just do. I didn't know that. This dot remove. Or like that, and that's it.
Maybe.
Fail to execute. 2 arguments required.
Oh, what does it require then?
Event.
Type listener.
Click, and I suppose what function?
Oh, okay. Not really sure why, because.
Oh yeah, look at that. Now you can't actually click it again.
Nice.
Wow, that was easy.
That was easy.
That was easy. Wow. Okay, cool. Well, we have fixed that bug. That's good. Now you can't click an element more than once. That's great. Awesome.
That is great. Go
Uh,
us.
yeah. So we have already pushed into an element. So then you just, okay, so to check the winner, you basically go for,
We're so close to finishing this project.
oh, I know.
Right.
It's like wins dot any? Okay, no. So I want to go for bunnies, pigs.
I think what you should do is have a check winners function outside of take turn, and then just run that function at the end of each if clause.
Yeah, but okay, so
Or
check
outside, yeah. It can't be a draw. There's never a draw in noughts and crosses, because only one person can be in the middle.
no, there could be a draw if, like,
Actually, maybe
there
there
could be a draw.
Could there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there could.
So check winner is basically if I have a bunny who is So I basically pick like that, right? So I will be the winner. So every turn I need to be going into the wins and to see if one of the bunnies picks or tigers picks is in the draw. So I need to say wins dot any? No, wins dot sum. I always get confused those. How is it? Array sum method. How to use it? So sum element. So sum win. Basically, have it. Win combo. Win combo equals minus picks? Does that even work?
Give it a go.
Okay, so this should. What? Invalid unexpected token. Yeah, what does array.sum return? Array checks elements with an element. Okay, returns a boolean. Yes. Wins.sum. How am I done? Oh, right. Whoops. Yes, I think there's like an extra. And then invalid or unexpected token. Where does it say that? Is it in this function? No, it should be somewhere else.
Get there for us.
Ah, that's because I say check draw, but the function doesn't exist. That's why. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, so false. False. Why? So I just want to see inside of that function console dot log these picks. So I had 0, 0, 3, and then that last one runs with 0, 3, 6.
You forgot to return.
Yeah, but I had it without the curly braces, and that should have returned it anyway. Oh, but hang on. Console log.
Irene says this arrow function thingy.
That's because arrays. Okay, so here's. I keep forgetting this all the time. So 0, 1, 2, right? If you just double equal the arrays, they won't be equal. See, that says false. They won't be equal. So every time I forget this.
Because they look the same, but
different instances. Yeah. Like they point in different places in memory. Array equality JavaScript. There we go. How to check array equality using JavaScript? Dun, 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 dun. There you go.
But shouldn't using double equals fix that? I can see that with triple equals it would do that.
Kind of, well, yeah, no, for some reason. Don't know.
Oh, yeah, isn't it like JavaScript puts in a triple equals under the hood or something? That might be completely made up.
So you have to, do you have to then go through every item and then check that they equal? Is there no, like, there is low dash.
Compared to arrays JavaScript.
How to check two arrays are equal in JavaScript? Duplicate. Array equal. Length. Total ordering. I swear there is an easy way of doing this.
Yeah, without writing like 98 lines of code.
That's because of arrays are objects. That's fine.
Are they?
Deep equality with Pojo. Stringify. Low dash. Low, is that what I'm using? Low dash? Fair enough. Looks like I'm using low dash. Okay, add module. Low dash. I mean, there is an easy way to do that. Low dash, and then Flowy is equal why is not defined? Could it be import everything as from dash?
What's low dash?
Is it like that? Ugh, I keep forgetting this. How do you actually set it up? Like module? Oh no, I think it's like type equals module. Okay, is equal with not a function.
Oh, you're importing a library to check them. Okay, I'm with you.
I think you can do like that is equal.
Looks good. Or not.
Requested module blob does not provide named. Okay.
Look, here's...
Wait.
Okay.
I'm already there. Low dash named imports is equal. Okay. Have I just messed up the... No, this is equal. Low dash docs. Yeah, basically low dash is like this comparison library. And then is npm package. Whoop. Yeah, is equal. Well, yes. I'll just do that. Low dash. Don't. Wait, that didn't complain. Ooh, yes, there we are.
Huh.
Yes, okay, so.
Yay!
Yeah, so that's basically the syntax you need in Scrimba to make low dash work. So after...
look, some helpful suggestions.
Thank you very much.
Can you implement a history where there is a button for previous and next move to show the previous and next move when the game ends?
Oh boy, yeah, I can, but not in this stream. But return There you go. So basically what I want to return is shoot that is equal win combo bunnies picks. Okay, so does that, do we become a winner? Yes.
My word.
So there you go. So
the bunnies at least can win, and that's all that matters. Even though we're tigers, because we've been before. Anyway.
So with bunnies, yeah. So basically, from here,
just for context, on the bottom of the
yeah.
screen.
So from check winner, you then you're checking the bunnies picks align with the win combo, and then you also check the same for picks. And from there, you probably I mean, to be fair, you can actually just probably pick, I don't know, like create a winner, and depending on that, display who wins.
Nice.
But there you go. We kind of already have that. And if nobody wins, then you have a draw.
Quick question from Focus He'll Repeat.
How do people do this in an hour? I don't know.
You just did. Well, an hour and a quarter. Why don't we change the parrots to simply blank space?
We can, but it's my game, my rules.
Michael wants parrots.
I want parrots. I want parrots as being empty spaces.
Can't argue with that.
No.
Now, thank you all. 54 currently watching for joining us. Great. Ooh,
whoa.
Flickering.
I just became blue like Avatar.
Yeah. Anyway, it has been great to have you all here, to be back for our first stream of the new year.
Likewise.
We will be back in a couple of weeks building something else. Not sure what yet. If you have any ideas, chuck them in the comments. Always good to have some ideas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Any closing thoughts, Michael?
Enjoy your weekend.
Always.
Always.
Yes. Thank you all for coming, and keep coding.